Hello everyone, welcome to today's video / live stream. As you can see from the title, we are in 1.44 on the open beta. I've already got a load picked out and everything. I am going to be using the new Dropdeck trailer, which I already have picked out and modified to my liking. And I've got a load from... I think the one that I picked is... Oh, I gotta pick it up first. But pretty sure it's from Medford to Eureka, which means we go down through Reading, which has all been reworked, and then we go over to Eureka. This whole area, as you can see, has all been redone. So, yeah, should be fun. Let's go ahead and start driving. Gonna get my windows rolled down at least a little bit. How am I doing on fuel? I'm pretty good, but I think I'm going to go ahead and fill up real quick, because why not, right? I've only got one mod active, and it is the DNA transport skins, as you can see. Everything else is completely vanilla from the game, as it is. So let's get loaded up with fuel here. And then, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and turn off game elements just to enhance the realism at least a little bit. And then let's get our truck refired. And as we go out of the driveway here, since this driveway is, you know, just so steep, let's go ahead and raise up our truck a bit. And let's start driving. I wonder if the truck has to be stopped for you to air up or air down. So now that we're out of there, let's find out. I'm going to press Q, which is to reset. And it can do it while you're driving. So there we go. We are back at a normal ride height. Get over to this Plaster and Sons to pick up our load here. I reset the time to be 4 in the morning, so hopefully during the stream we will not have to... I mean, obviously we're driving in the dark right now, but hopefully, aside from right now, we will not have to drive in the dark too much. That was kind of my goal for resetting the time, is to avoid driving in the dark for extended periods. As we pull into Plaster and Sons, I am going to air up again, just for fun, because it's in the game now, so why not? And you can air up while moving. That is pretty sweet. I'm going to move my map so that I can actually see, since again, I don't have the game icons. It is kind of important to have it zoomed in on the map so that I can just make an assumption of when I'm on the target. Oh, I guess I'm going to have to turn them back on in a minute anyway to pick up my trailer. I mean, pick up the load, because I won't be able to see where it actually is. And that's kind of important to know. So let's go ahead and turn that back on real quick. And then let's get pulling forward. Welcome to anyone watching. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It is fairly nice of a day here. I mean, it's not pretty by any means. It is overcast and raining a little bit, but as far as temperature goes, it is not too bad. I think it is like at least a little over 50 currently, and I think it's supposed to be like 65 at some point today, which is, I mean, that's pretty good. So I am backing up from the exterior view just so that you guys can kind of see the Dropdeck trailer and everything, and the fact that the truck is so tall right now because I've got it aired all the way up. Once I get out of here, I will show you what it looks like when it is aired all the way down. I did also just record a video going through all of the features on 1.44. I'm hoping to post that either tonight or tomorrow. So again, if you are here hoping that I'm going to go through all of the new features, I am not. There's just so many. I just recorded the video on it, like I said, and that video, the recording was almost 40 minutes. So it's yeah, it's a very extensive update. So again, I'm not going to spend all of the live stream going through that, but what I am going to do is obviously use the Dropdeck trailer, and I am going to be taking this load down to Eureka, which means I have to drive through Reading, and all of those places have been reworked, so we will get to drive through some new areas, and I am very excited. So I flew through them in the video, but I did not actually like drive them. So you say, howdy, welcome Daniel, glad to have you back. I appreciate you coming into every single stream. It is very much appreciated. I like having somebody to talk to. So yeah, this update is pretty wild. I've got my truck aired all the way up right now, and you can kind of see when I'm hitting bumps that it's a little shaky. I assume that when you have it aired up or aired all the way down, it's going to have a different suspension feel, which makes sense. So let's go ahead and get turned on out of here. And as I turn out of here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to air all the way down for you guys. Here to provide my eyes and ears. I appreciate it, Daniel. And here we go with the air down. Oh, I guess it only lets me... Oh, it only lets me air down a little bit at a time, but when driving. So we're pulling up to a light here anyway. Yeah, so we're at a stop. I think I am now aired all the way down. Yeah, but just for your viewing pleasure, there it is, air all the way up, and there it is, air all the way down. And then I've got Q to B to reset. And that is the reset. So, oh, and I'm going to miss my light. Too focused on air suspension things. Slam it. I just did. Welcome to the stream, Ryan. Glad to have you here. But yeah, there it is with it slammed all the way down. I know that somebody posted in one of the ATS groups that there is a way to like bypass the limits as far as, you know, how low it can go. But once you do that, it of course is going to screw things up as far as like suspension stability goes. So I'm obviously not going to mess with it yet. Maybe I will at some point, but again, not now. So for now, everything is just completely stock. So basic but so cool. I agree. I think the air suspension, I mean, again, it's something realistic, but man, it is so cool to have, especially, you know, again, when you can lower the truck a little bit more than what it normally is, or raise it up when I'm on an off-road or whatever. I really like it. So, and it doesn't seem to have any issues, so that's cool. Yeah. Ryan said, I had no idea you were streaming. Yeah, I just started, like a week ago, a little more than a week ago maybe. I did a test stream, and then I've done like 3 or 4 public streams since then. And yeah, now we're on this one. So yeah, I've done a few streams and I've liked them a lot, so I'm gonna start trying to do them more often. But that does not mean that my normal like recording videos is stopping. I think as far as ATS goes, quite honestly, aside from like, again, like I said earlier in the stream, don't know if you were here, but I did record a video for, oh, there goes my truck airing up. I forgot that it's once you hit a certain speed, the truck airs up automatically. Again, there is a way to bypass that, but I'm not going to bypass it for today's video. So there it is. Look, back at stock ride height. As I was saying, though, I did record a video to go through all of the 1.44 features. So videos like that as for ATS are going to continue. But as far as just like normal gameplay, like kind of what I'm doing right now is I'm just doing normal gameplay. It just so happens to be on 1.44. As far as that kind of stuff goes, that's going to be pretty much in a live stream every time, because that's one of those situations, and the reason I kind of started live streaming is it's like, if I'm going to play it anyway, might as well live stream it for me to be able to like hang out with my friends. I mean, like right now, Daniel and Ryan, you guys are in here, and so I'm able to like talk with you guys while playing the game, sort of, and that's super fun. And I have, on the streams that I've done so far, I've had a great time with that, and I see no reason in stopping. You know, it was something I just wanted to try out. Now that I've tried it out and realized that I like it, I do want to continue doing it. But again, that does not mean that my normal like recording of videos is going to stop. For ATS, it's just mainly going to be like checking out new features, new game modes, stuff like that, or whatever, new DLC. But as far as other games go, like ACC, I probably won't live stream that too much, just because in the races, usually I want all of my internet service to be going towards making sure I don't disconnect from the race, but I can still record and then upload it later, which is good. And then for Assetto Corsa, I don't really record videos of that at all anyways, so that'll be cool. That'll be something that'll probably be strictly live stream. And then as far as recording other stuff, I do want to start recording videos with Al more often. I think that would be super fun, or even just doing live streams with her too. But we'll play games like Golf It and Fall Guys, stuff like that. And let's see, as far as other games go, man, I can't really think of any other games that I really... Oh, I guess I did just get Wreckfest for the PC, and Connor and I have been playing that a bit. That's another game that probably I'll record, not live stream, but that one that'll be pretty fun to play too. Excuse me. And of course I'm getting pulled into the way station. Always get pulled into these way stations. But yeah, for the most part, that is the plan now that I've started live streaming. I think that'd be super cool to see you two gaming together. Yeah, we've done a few videos together, and they seem to be really popular. People really liked them. The only problem is that we have like tried recording other videos as well, and my dog is making her bed, and well, trying. She's literally just digging at nothingness, but she's in her bed, and I guess she thinks there's a blanket there. She's just like scratching at the bed. But anyways, yeah, we've done a few videos together and they were great, but then I guess, I don't know, something weird is happening with my mic, and it makes it so that like adjusting the gain doesn't really change very much. And so even though I have it on a setting that is meant to be only record audio like from the front, so like if I were to do this, it's gonna sound different. But despite that setting, it still picks up her because she is in the same room. And so we've been trying to find a workaround for that. And I think we did finally figure something out yesterday, and that's using one of the other settings on the microphone, which is like a podcast setting. So it makes it so that it records from both sides. And so I think what we'll do is use that setting and then set the microphone in the middle. And then that way, rather than, again, having to record... Sorry, gotta fix my mic here a little bit. Rather than recording from like two separate mics and having my audio come from, or like her audio come from Discord, it'll just be both directly from this mic, and that'll make things a lot easier to edit, and also we'll just, you know, it'll just be easier overall, and the sound quality will be better overall. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to us being able to record a video together again, or a live stream together, or whatever the case may be. I think that would be super, super fun. So I'm looking forward to that. Still gotta... That's the only problem about moving my mic, is that once I move it, I like can't get it back into the right position. I'm gonna go into the outside view for a little bit. I don't normally like driving in the outside view, but for the sake of showing you guys the Dropdeck trailer, might as well, as the people in front of me slam on the brakes, of course. Oh, because the lanes are ending. I guess that kind of makes sense then. For those who are just dropping into the stream, I'm doing a load from Medford down to Reading, and then from Reading over to Eureka, because all that stuff has been reworked, and again, I recorded a video earlier going through all of it, and let me tell you, it looks frickin' awesome. So I am super excited for this drive and to actually be able to explore some stuff, because again, when I did the video earlier, I just kind of flew over all of it. I didn't actually get to really take a deep look at any of it, whereas now I can do that. So I am excited, and I just realized I forgot to turn my game elements back off. So let's go ahead and do that real quick for added realism, I say, as I go into the outside view. But yeah, we're at a little the border checkpoint for I forget what these are actually called. I don't know why I can't think of the name right now. It's an agricultural checkpoint. Oh, am I not on the thing? There we go. Yeah, super realistic. I love that they've been improving California, because I am originally from California, and so a lot of these spots I have driven before. Usually that car's just gonna crash right into me. Okay, dude. Sure, I guess that works. That was SCS AI at its finest. But yeah, my family still lives in California, so, and when I do go to visit them, I usually drive, and so I drive this specific stretch every time, you know, or I guess I drive either this or 101 every time, and so I've driven each of them at least 5 times, and so to be able to drive that in game, and again with the improvements, be able to drive through areas that I can now like very distinctly recognize just from seeing them in the game is pretty cool. So, and I did mention that in the video as well, but again, you guys will see that tomorrow when I upload it. So, oh, I'm going I forgot the speed limits in California are only 55. Here I'm going almost freaking 80. Let's slow down quite a bit. We're in no rush. I know a lot of people hate that 55-mile-an-hour speed limit, and I will admit that normally I do as well, but in this case, we're just hanging out for a live stream. No need to rush. Plus, California is the oldest state in the game's history. Yeah, it is, and that meant that it definitely has needed a rework, and obviously, again, they're doing it in phases, so this is only phase 2, and we're still in the northern part of California, but I will admit I'm glad that they're going that direction, because that's the way that it works for me, because, again, I don't really ever go to Southern California very often, so I'm very excited for when they rework like San Francisco and all that, because that's the area where my parents actually do live, so it'll be interesting to see that. But again, for now, they're still already covering areas that I drive at least fairly often, and so yeah, being able to again see areas that like I fully recognize, like for example, they redid Truckee, and there's a rest stop in Truckee that my family and I, when it would be winter, because my grandma would live in Auburn, which is like 30 minutes from Truckee, 30 minutes to an hour. When we would visit her during the winter, we would go up to Truckee to like go sledding or snowboarding or whatever, and there is a rest stop in Truckee that we would stop at, and that is where we would go sledding or you know, just play in the snow or whatever. We've got some Christmas cards even from from that rest stop, which is super funny to think about. But it is really cool to like. I don't know for sure if it was in the game before, but if it was, it didn't look like how it looks now, and how it looks now is very accurate to real life. Same with like they updated Eureka and Ukiah, and I've driven through those quite a few times, and they hit the nail on the head. It also, of course, like how I kind of mentioned, I mentioned this a long time ago when Oregon first came out, is the fact that like it's so hilarious to see places that you drive every day in the game, and you really get a feel for just how intense the scale, the downscaling is to make sure that it fits in the game. Because yeah, there's some areas on 101, like I think it's from Ukiah to another little town that you drive through in the game, literally is like 20 seconds to drive from Ukiah to that little town that isn't like marked on the map but is in the game. And yeah, in real life, that's like 30 to 40 minutes of driving. And so to just see it like condensed into such a little tiny space is so funny. But again, SCS does a fantastic job with all of it. So yeah, good on them for always doing fantastic with the updates and with making, you know, making the game work. You know, I mean, obviously, like having to scale something down, there's no way that that's easy. And for them to still be able to make it feel the way that it feels is quite impressive. So checking out some new stuff here. Got a water park off to the right. That is pretty cool. I'm going to be going way less than the speed limit, but hopefully no one minds. I didn't mean to do that, camera. I haven't been into Reading. I think I've been into Reading like once, and it was just to stop at In and Out. Actually, twice. I've been into Reading twice, and it was to stop at In and Out. Oh, I got to get over. So, unfortunately, this I can't point out anything like, oh yeah, I've been there, I've been to that, but it is still cool to be driving through here. Oh, and we've got unique traffic lights. Very cool. There was one while I was flying around. There's a very, very interesting intersection here, over here somewhere. I don't know if I'm going to drive through it, so let's just look at the map. And it does not look like I'm going to. This one down here is such a weird looking intersection. It's quite interesting. So that's cool that they added it. Definitely liking it so far. Yeah, me too. Super, super cool, especially like the air suspension. And I do like the Dropdeck trailer as well. But yeah, having all the reworked Northern Californian cities is pretty sweet. So yeah, I like this update a lot. Definitely one of my favorites so far, and I still have a lot more to explore in it. Oh, and the unmarked roads, that update is pretty cool. They actually made it so that road in Bellingham is now completely unblocked. It used to be you could drive it, but you had to go past some barriers to do it. So like with the dev console, you could do it no problem. But now it is actually unblocked, and when you drive it, it pulls it up as a road, you know, as marking one of the unmarked roads, which is cool. Nice to have that in the game, and nice that once you drive it, it is unlocked forever. It will always be on your map, and it'll just be a dotted line to show though that it's not part of the like original map. So I did drive it, I think. Oh, I drove it on this profile, but I drove it and then reverted to an older save, so it's not going to show up on the map if I were to try and show you guys. Hello, honey. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day at work. I think that's super cool because it adds an element of exploration. Yeah, exactly. So I think I'm going to have to start disabling my my mods of, like, you know, or I guess turning on my game elements so that way I can still see the road blockers, because otherwise, you know, I could pass a road that I can explore and not know it because, you know, again, I have all of the blockers turned off anyway, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's something I may have to look at. Either that, or I'll just wait until somebody else finds all the unmarked roads and then just discover them based on their map or something. But I feel like that's cheating. That takes the fun away from it. So the one in Bellingham I already knew about from a long time ago. So that one isn't cheating. They also that's the one that they chose in the blog post. So, but for other roads, I think I will try and just discover them on my own. Oh, come on, I hope I make this light. Oh, these people are bold, turning right in front of me. But they didn't get hit, so we're good. Oh, it's only 30 through here. Oh, and the right lane ends. Alright. Guess I better get over. Welcome, everyone who is here. Looks like we got 6 people watching currently. Hope you guys are having a good day. Feel free to say stuff in the chat, ask questions if you want, or if you're here to just hang out and watch. then I hope you enjoy watching. We are currently exploring part of the California rework. We are driving from Redding to Eureka. This whole area was redone from what I understand, so yeah, all of this is new looking, has new textures, new assets, stuff like that. And I gotta say, they really captured this Northern California beauty pretty well. Where's the bee? Oh, I think in this truck, it looks like I might have, when doing a reset, I don't know why I just turned on my blinker, didn't mean to do that. I think I accidentally removed it, so sorry, honey. When I see a service station, I'll make sure to stop and replace my air freshener with the bee. I feel like there was a reason that I removed it, but I don't remember what the reason was. Because I know it's not a mod, and that would, that would be a reason that would make sense if it was a mod and I'm trying to play on like a mod-free profile. Then, that would make sense to remove it. But, yeah, I can't think of why I removed it. So don't worry, honey. I see that you're sending in the crying emojis. You don't have to cry for too long. I think there's a service station in Eureka, and I will throw it back into the truck. Don't worry. Let's go ahead and pull over, actually, and I will find that service station. I think I also have a little bit of damage to the truck anyway, so it'll be nice to be able to fix that. Let's see, and sure enough, there's one right along the way. I probably don't have to set a marker to it, because, pretty hard to miss, but still going to set it anyway. Oh, and when I set it, it redoes my map. So you know what? Yeah, no, not going to do that. But either way, we know it's there now because I stopped and looked. Oh, and we're going to have a tough time. Oh, never mind. Somebody's letting me in. Thank you, SCS AI person. I appreciate you letting me in. I'm just kidding, lol. Well, even if you are kidding, I'm still going to do it, so you're welcome. Oh, and now my lane ends and this person's going to have to let me in again. Sorry. I'm sure that's not what you had in mind, but thanks for letting me in a second time. How are we doing on sound? Are you guys able to hear the game without it being overbearing? Do I sound okay? Am I not too loud? I'm talking fairly loud, so hopefully I don't think I'm too far into the red, but I'm getting there at least a little bit. So hopefully it's not too bad. Oh, this person's slamming on the brakes. Did I just get a ticket for something? Or was that just a loan? No, I guess not a loan payment, because I don't have any loan payments on this profile. Weird. Sounds perfect. A++. Everything is pretty good. Cool. All right. That is good to hear. I never know. I never know until somebody says something. Because I've got the stream up on my phone, but I will often put it up and then forget that the reason I brought it up in the first place was to check and make sure everything looked and sounded good. And then I realize while I'm driving or doing whatever it is that I'm doing, I'm like, oh, shoot, I forgot to check if the sound was actually okay. So glad you guys are here to let me know that it does in fact sound good. I totally thought that car was going to pull out in front of me. The SCS AI always finds ways to scare me, because in real life, people will pull out like that in front of you, and it is awful. So I'm just in the habit of assuming that that's what the cars are going to do. They're just going to pull right out in front of me. I'm going to T-bone them and get like a $5,000 ticket or whatever. Classic. I really hope that... it's weird to say this after just saying how great of an update that this is, and how it is unbelievably packed with new features and stuff. But I do hope that in the next update, or an update soon, that they rework the AI, because my goodness, it needs some help. Can't be too picky, I know, but man, it would certainly be nice to have a reworked AI that is like better at merging, better at, well, everything basically. But hopefully that'll come someday. Either way, again, not complaining. I am complaining. I'm not complaining that this, like, that they should have done that in this update. I'm more so just saying that hopefully they do it soon. But this update certainly was filled with lots and lots of stuff, and it is all excellent and all stuff that this game has needed for a while. So it is good to have it. For those of you that are just checking into the stream, I will when I get to my next stopping point. Don't do it. Thank you. When I get to my next stopping point, I will show you the air suspension and stuff like that. I am pulling the new Dropdeck trailer. This thing is pretty sweet. For now, from what I was able to look at, it looks like all of the loads for the trailer currently are all just the same loads that are on the flatbed. Classic, typical driving in a passing area where somebody gets into the left lane that shouldn't be because they're not passing anybody. But yeah, it looks like all of the loads are just the same loads from the flatbed, and that's okay. It's kind of what I expected. I'm sure that they will add unique loads to it soon, or maybe there are some unique loads to it currently and I just couldn't find them. But either way, I am very glad to have a step deck trailer, or drop deck trailer as they called it in the game. And with it came some new smaller wheels. One bummer thing that I discovered is that you cannot put Goodyear tires on the smaller wheels. So for people like me who enjoy the realism even in a vanilla version of the game, it is a little bit of a bummer that the Goodyear tires are not do not accommodate the smaller wheels. But you know, maybe that's something that SCS just has to work out with Goodyear and get some licensing for it or something, and then they will add them. But for now, no Goodyear tires, which is kind of a bummer. Oh boy, I love it when people in the fast lane are being passed by those in the slow lane and later decide to wake up and move lanes. Yeah, it happens in real life all the time. So I will say that is one thing that SCS did right with the AI, is that they're very dumb. Yeah, that is pretty accurate to real life, especially in California. Yeah, the drivers are just not great, and that is part of it. So yeah, especially here in Oregon, thankfully they passed a law that requires you to move over. But even with that law, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen somebody get pulled over for like hogging the passing lane. But I don't know, hopefully that'll pick up or something, because yeah, it's ridiculous when you're trying to pass somebody and somebody is blocking the lane. I say as I'm blocking the passing lane, but I thought I'd be able to pass this guy. Oh, we gotta turn anyway, so I did need to be in this lane. Alright, let's pull into this service station and get the bee attached to my air vent as I promised my wife I would. Yes, there's some ridiculous drivers out there, yeah. Most definitely. Alright, so now that we are here and we are stopped, I will, before getting the bee into the truck, I will show you guys the suspension. So what I did is I set W to be raise the front suspension, E to be to raise the rear suspension, S to be to lower the front suspension, D to be to lower the rear suspension, and then I had Q to be to reset it. And again, there is a command that you can have that makes it so that you can, currently when you lower the truck all the way, because I know it looks like we got like 7 viewers right now, so that is not how many we had earlier when I mentioned this, but if, let's say I lower the truck all the way down like this, when I start driving, once I hit, I think like 30 miles an hour or something like that, the truck raises back up to this height, which is the stock ride height. So, yeah, cool to have. There is a way to bypass the reset thing, but I am not going to do it because, I didn't have any damage really to the truck. I mean, it was all 0%. But yeah, I from what I've heard from other people who have used that little trick, it does make the suspension pretty wobbly, and I just don't want that. Lunch is at 10:30. but I can call you on my break instead if you want. That sounds good. Yeah, I think I will probably still be streaming, so well, actually, I don't know. Maybe I'll just do just this one load, and then I'll stop, and then maybe restart the stream later, or I do have to work on editing the actual video that goes through all of the stuff, so I might be able to call you on your lunch. We'll see. Break will be around 1:30. Okay, good to know. Alright, let's go ahead and pull out of here, and I know the GPS is telling me to go right, but I actually am going to go left and go back the way that it originally had me going. Oh, and I can't see. Did not see that person. Let's see if I can get out of here without running over the curb too bad. No, I'm going to run it over pretty bad. That's fine. So while I'm at this stop, I will show you guys the reset thing. So I'm going to lower my suspension all the way down. And then once I start moving, you will kind of see that it's gonna raise back up. But let's see how long it takes for me to get out onto the road and be able to start driving again. I have a feeling it is going to be a while. Man, that is a good looking truck. Oh, and I realized that since I went to the shop, the windows rolled up again, so let's roll them back down a little bit. It's probably good that I'm going to stop the live stream once I do this delivery, because I am hungry. My stomach just growled. Alright, so as you will see, start driving. And yeah, 30 miles an hour. There, I don't know if you guys could hear it, but the air made a sound, and there we are back at the normal ride height. So yeah, 30 miles an hour is the limit. Once you hit 30, it resets your suspension. I assume it does the same if you have the suspension raised up as well. Why, didn't you eat anything this morning? I did. I had a Nutri-Grain bar and some fruit snacks. But that was not enough to hold me over, apparently, because I am already hungry again. So, yeah, I'm gonna... I don't know what I'll have. I'll probably just have another snack, because it's way too early for lunch. It's only 10:30 currently for me, almost 10:24. But yeah, I'm in a very snacky mood today, apparently, because I am hungry. So coming into Eureka, this part is super cool because I recognize this 100%. And actually there is, I don't think we'll be able to see it from this side maybe, but over, oh, there it is. That fake chevron in the game is, oh, I'm drifting. In real life, that is a chevron, and I have actually stopped at that chevron and gotten gas before, and like gone to the bathroom and grabbed snacks and stuff. Al, I don't know if you remember stopping at that chevron, but yeah, cool to see something in game. In game, you can't access it; it's blocked. But it is, again, it is there in real life, and so it is cool to see it in the game and be like, "Hey, I've been there." Eat some grapes in the bottom drawer, rinse them again, just in case. Okay, sounds good. I will do that. I need some fruit, or grapes are a fruit, right? Yeah, they've got a seed. But yeah, I need some healthy food. We'll leave it at that. Oh, I'm paying attention to chat and looking over, not paying attention to the fact that the light was green. Hello, welcome. I don't know how entirely to pronounce your name, but it looks like Danail. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Hey, beautiful. Oh, hello. I gotta be honest. I've never actually said your name out loud. Is it Lele? Is that your actual name, even? I don't know anything about you. I've been in a group chat with you for like 5 years now, and I don't even know who you are. Yes, grapes are fruit. Okay, cool. I'm glad I got that right and have some sort of basic education. Welcome to the live stream for those of you that are just joining in. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to be stopping my live stream here soon because I'm fairly hungry. Maybe I'll do another short load to Eureka real quick, because then I still will be able to talk to Al on her lunch, but I also will not be leaving as soon as those of you who just got here are getting here. Yeah, he's a mysterious one. He is. He is very mysterious. He always likes to keep us on our toes, you know? We can never know who he is truly. I had never even seen a picture of him until he sent the pictures from the Truck World trip. So, yeah, he is quite the mysterious person. Alright, now that we have pulled in here, I do need to turn my game elements back on so I can actually see where I need to park my truck. Daniel, do you happen to know if I pronounced his name right? He hasn't said anything since I said it. Do you also happen to know if that's actually his name? Because I don't know. I know literally nothing about him, apparently. And just for the sake of being quick... Oh, that's right, Tyler. Okay, I did know that. Now that you've said it, I did know that that was your actual name, and now I am incredibly embarrassed to have gotten that wrong, but that's okay. I have no idea. We just call him Tyler. Yeah, maybe that's not even his actual name. I know he just said it was, but he could be lying. Hi. Hi? Hi? He, I? That still doesn't help me. But I'll just call you Tyler, as long as you're okay with me, you know, not using your fake persona. I still haven't heard anything from the other person about if I like hi. Okay, I think I'm hi. Alright. Thanks, Tyler. I appreciate you bearing with me. I'll send you the song later. Okay, sounds good. It sounds like I need it. I'm doing a terrible job of backing up because I was focusing on the chat. Because the chat is popping off right now, thanks to you guys. But, we still did it without having to pull forward or anything like that. And just for the fun, I'm going to air out on these peasants. Oh, wait, I turned the truck off. Hang on. Come on. Jesus, I'm struggling right now. All right, power on, engine on, and air out on these peasants. Boom. Now turn off the truck and deliver the load. That was a good one. Let's see if this this company specifically just has anything to Eureka, and it does not. So let's see if I can find something. Does not look like it. Got something to Truckee, but that's pretty far. Maybe San Francisco? That at least would be mostly driving in a new area, but if I do find something to San Francisco, I'll probably just stop. Oh, wow. Nope, clearly nothing to San Francisco. So that's a little bit of a bummer. But, I could deliver from Eureka to Eureka a grand total of 5... it's not even a mile. It's 1,100 yards. I'm not going to do that one. Let's just select the one, and we'll just go back the same drive that we did to Reading. Man, I don't know. Maybe we should just do the one all the way down to Santa Maria, and I'll just stop when I get to Eureka, and then finish the rest of the load later. I think I am going to do that. What time is it? 2:06? Yeah. I think we'll basically drive until it gets dark, and then I'll stop playing, and I will get some food, and then also I will call my wife because she is on her lunch break currently. I don't know if she's still here, but thank you. I also think it's a good idea. Alright, Let's go ahead and get rolling. The truck will raise back up when I hit 30 miles an hour. I'm here. Well, I'm glad you're here, honey. Sorry that I'm not calling you right away, but I will still try and call you before your break is over. I know that you support me, though, in doing my streams. You know how much I love these, so hopefully me continuing to stream while you're on your lunch break isn't too big of a problem. But yeah, I will call you before your break is over, hopefully. And there goes the truck airing back up. Got some rain going on now. Finishing some regs, no worries. Cool. I'm glad that it sounds like it's going to work out, that me driving this little bit won't cause too big of a problem as far as, you know, not being able to call you on lunch or whatever. Man, I love this Dropdeck trailer. I'm excited. I'm gonna take a quick look in the vehicle browser to see if it has any loads that I didn't see. Oops, wrong one. Like any new ones that are not on the flatbed. I don't think so though. Aircraft engines, lots of different options because it's gonna do all the different configurations. Backhoe, cables, concrete tubes. Maybe I think the concrete tubes are new. Fertilizer's not new, that's on the flatbed. Forklifts is on the lowboy, I think. Hay also not new. Lumber's not new. Obviously it looks a little like it's set up a little different on the Dropdeck as compared to the I'm not working today, so you can call me after the stream anytime. Okay, Tyler. Sounds good. Once Al goes back to work, I'll make sure to give you a call. Mixed tank, I think that's also on the lowboy. Flatbed. Flatbed. Road roller, I think that's on the lowboy. Square tubing, flatbed, lowboy, and it looks, oh, ventilation shaft, that's also on the flatbed. So yeah, I think aside from maybe somebody can confirm or deny the concrete tubes are, I don't think those are from the flatbed. I think those are new, but I could be wrong. But anyways, aside from these, I'm confident that everything else is either from the lowboy or from the flatbed. So yeah, that's a little bit of a bummer, but hopefully they do add some new loads in at some point. Okay, I'm gonna just go because this guy's turning anyways, so we'll just turn into opposite lanes hopefully. And we did. I had a lot of trust in him, and I'm glad I didn't have to regret it. Oh boy, and this is a very sharp turn, which is true. In real life, this turn does actually exist, and it is in fact this sharp. Haven't seen them before, but I wouldn't know anyhow. Yeah, that's kind of how I am too. I gotta be honest, I haven't played the game a ton, and when I have not used the flatbed, so I don't know for sure, but yeah, I don't think those are on the flatbed. I think those are new, but again, could be wrong. Actually, I guess I could just, again, go into the vehicle browser real quick and check. So let's go ahead and do it. Not the double. Let's do just do the normal flatbed. And sure enough, concrete tubes. So yeah, okay. So no new loads for the Dropdeck, but I'm sure they probably have plans to add new loads at some point. Maybe even before the official version of 1.44 is released, they'll add some. I have no idea. I guess we will see. Hitting another red light because we are going through Eureka, the city of lights, and by that I mean traffic lights. Just like what's the other one? Roswell. Roswell's like that in the game, where you just red light after red light after red light after red light. It's incredibly annoying, but again, I do know that it's realistic, so I understand. I appreciate the realism. I guess it's not entire. You know what? I'm just gonna blow this red light. Screw it. I guess it's not entirely realistic because in real life the lights sync up so that you go through all of them without having to stop. But again, I feel like that would be pretty hard for them to program into the game, so we'll just have to deal with it for now. Let's go on into the outside view again. Take a look at this drop deck trailer. It is pretty sweet. It's funny that they had to make new wheels for it though, because like, I mean, the new wheels don't look that much smaller than the current ones. Imagine they'd leave it alone since its classification, purpose, weight class is about the same as the typical flatbed trailer. That's a fair point. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully they add like at least one or two, you know, unique loads or something. But yeah, I guess you do have a good point. It kind of does haul the same things in real life too. It's just, you know, like you said, meant for different classification and weight purposes and stuff like that. I'm at the car watching TikToks till you're done. Sounds good. Yeah, hopefully I'll pick up this load and then yeah, I'll probably just, I don't think I'll even be able to drive down to Eureka really, because I mean that's a fairly far drive, but I will end the live stream soon and then call you. It's not like a heavy haul trailer or an oil field float. That is true. Yeah, that is a good point. So these are things that I don't think about, but that's why I'm glad you're here, Daniel, because you think about those things, and then you can correct me or add on to whatever I have said or make a point or, you know, again, whatever the case may be. So yeah, glad you are here to make those points. Let's go ahead and make our turn here. I didn't realize just how far this load up point was out here, so I probably should have checked to be sure that the load is actually still going to be available. But I guess if it's not, then I'll just end the stream there. So, we'll see. And it looks like we're going to be doing some off-roading, so you know what that means. I am going to raise my suspension a little bit. And then I'll just make sure I don't go over 30 miles an hour so that it doesn't reset. But yeah, look at that extra clearance. Plenty of it. I guess I just spend too much time looking at this stuff. Doing what I do, technical specs interest me even though they're just numbers. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say you spend too much time looking at this stuff. I mean, if it's what you enjoy, then, I mean, yeah, definitely keep doing it and enjoy it. I mean, numbers, I mean, you know, there's people who go to school to get, you know, mathematical or, you know, like, I mean, they get a degree to find a job specifically based on numbers, so clearly you are not alone, so I wouldn't be too concerned about it. Off-roading, I like it. Yeah, no, being able to off-road with that extra suspension height is pretty sweet. I do like it a lot. It is nice to not have to worry about bottoming out at all because, again, I think I mentioned this in the last stream, that, yeah, there were times where I would bottom out in an SCS trailer going like, I mean, an SCS truck going like too fast or whatever on one of these roads, and yeah, it's scary. To put it lightly, the sounds when you like hit something with your truck and you're not expecting it, you know, it is very jarring, to put it lightly. So yeah, to now not have to worry about that, hopefully, will be nice. So let's pull around here and get back into our spot. will load up and then get on the road at least a little ways. Oh, I realized I just stuck my head out the window. I like to roll down the window all the way before backing up. We are doing perfect. Looks like, well, almost perfect. Well, it was perfect and then I screwed it up. But either way, we still were good enough to be able to get loaded up. So let's go ahead and do that. And then let's roll up the window, which I turned my truck back on to do. I guess we should roll all the way up since it's raining. I think I still have my left window down too. Yeah, let's roll those all the way up. Don't want to get any rain in the truck. And then I think actually I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream here. And what I will do is just, I'll edit a little bit of the video, you know, get something to eat, that kind of stuff. And then I think I will stream again later because, again, I have fun doing these streams. And if I'm going to play again later anyway, might as well stream it. So that'll be the plan. I will see you guys then. It was great having you here. Thank you, Tyler. Danielle, I think if I'm pronouncing your name right. Daniel as well. Al, of course, love having you here. It was great talking to all you guys, and I will hopefully see you guys in the next stream, which will hopefully be later today. So with that being said, peace out.